Mr. Ashley here. So if you have not seen last week's video about this candle, the Jinx candle, it is part of a series of candle workings that I'm covering here on this channel. Go check that one out and then come back and join me for this one, which is a road opener ritual.
Just like magic, I'm attracted. I get everything I want 'cause I attract you.
Hopefully you checked out the first video, so now you're ready for this video. This here is a road opener ritual candle, and this one helped to really open up the avenues of flow. If I have removed the negative energy and thought patterns with the Jinx candle that I sort of kind of got myself crossed up with, that negative thought patterns and buildup of negative energy, now I'm ready to open up the roads. And so this really helped. So this one right here, I like the symbolism on this candle. We have open roads, we have the sun, and the candle, I believe this one, it was a two-tone candle. I will have all the links down below. And with this one, I used a different video for the Psalms. I actually used I think it was Latin. I think the Psalm was in Latin, and then I used two videos, I believe, for this, because although I did read the Psalms, for to really get into that subconscious, like break down the conscious mind so you can penetrate to the subconscious, you don't need to be like trying to use your logical mind. You need to allow your logical mind to drop the defenses so you can really penetrate. And so this candle, herbs and symbolism and the scriptures that I had written up here, which they have faded away, really helped to open up some new narrow pathways. In addition to that, I used mudras during prayer. Myself and my family, when we come together at night, we do a prayer. Sometimes we even do other exercises using mudras, which really help to also align your energy. If you want me to do a video, which I'm not an expert on mudras, you have some other people that really are in depth with their knowledge base in mudras and those types of practices, but I can share a couple of them with you guys if you are interested. So with this, I really felt like a shift with this candle, mainly with the first one. This one, I'm gonna be completely honest, I had one really deep experience, but with the other one, like I was telling you, it was 3 consecutive days of like deep, powerful experiences. This one right here, I had one, and this one burned for like 7 days. And the other one, the first candle, burnt for like 5 days. And this one, it burnt more slowly. I have to admit that I was a little more laid back, which is fine though, because I still felt a shift that happened with like opening up those roads and opening up like new mindsets. The reason why I also did not feel like I should really push hard with this one is because I can be an obsessive person. And that's one thing that the Most High has been showing me, my angels, my ancestors, my guides, is that instead of just being so forceful and trying to push and make something happen, I felt like with this one, it was like, okay, you had one day where you pushed hard. It's like, allow the process to happen. Allow us to work for you instead of you always trying to force things to work for you. And I noticed that I did have a shift with that perspective. That's one thing that I have been working on, is not being so forceful, being more passive in a way, in the means of like, I know that God has it. Another practice that I did do is like when I found myself having a negative thought or doubt, I would like tap. I usually would, like, for example, I would, like if I had a negative thought and my arms was like this, I'm like, we don't think like that no more. We don't think like that anymore. And when I say we, I was subconsciously also talking to like my ancestors. If you follow me on my other channel, I've been channeling ancestor messages, specifically divine feminine ancestor messages. And I really feel like that with these rituals, with this one, I really feel like this represented possibly like my grandmother, and like primarily my grandmother, like on my maternal grandmother, and the women on her side of the family that sacrificed And I actually seen a lot of the sacrifices that my grandmother made. And I felt like when I was saying we, I would think back a lot to some of the decisions that she made and some of the situations she had to live through and endure. And I felt like on the other side, I was also burning it for her, if that makes sense. Anybody that, I don't know a whole lot about like ancestor veneration, because coming from a traditional Christian background, and I didn't know anything about it. And when I first was introduced to it, it was like, oh no. So I'm just now really immersing myself in it, and I just go with the flow more so. And I feel like when I said we, it's like I was speaking for her and also for my living female relatives and stuff. So yeah, so my overall review for that candle, it helps with decision making. If you have to make a serious decision, I feel like this would also help. I made a lot of decisions with this candle right here, as far as, you know, changing with ministry and making a decision to have a new mindset and stick to it. Making decisions, and really, if I felt like this is the decision I'm supposed to be making, then to stick to it and not to doubt it. With each one of these candles, I did a journal entry, at least for the very first day. It was like a journal entry, and then sometimes I do automatic writing where I layer the writing on top of one another, and that helps with the subconscious mind and being able to brain dump without judging yourself. Next week, it will be the candle that I am on the last day of burning right now, and that will be Blockbuster. So you have the order that I did these candles in was the Jinx candle, then I had the Road Opener candle, and now I'm finishing up with the Blockbuster candle before I get to the Conjure candles. So you guys, make sure that you do like, share, and subscribe. If you have any questions, just, you know, let me know. You could also follow my other page, my mother page, which is the FD 1111 Ministries, for biblical studies, decoding the scriptures, also astro prophetic readings over there. Until next time, you guys, this is Minister Ashley. Many blessings.